Hello, today I'll show you FumeFX. First of all, you have to click 6 from your keyboard to get your particle view and get standard flow. We have to have two particle system. One is for our this shock wave and one is for our blast. We have to have a deflector to be here and just make it bigger here a bit, and this is a deflector, and deflector shouldn't have any kind of bounce because if we don't need it should bounce, it should interact and slide. That's the thing we need. Go to collision in here and drag and drop. This is a collision we have, put it here and just add this here. We have the speed. Where is the speed? We can increase the speed and we can use this one for make it 90-degree, and it will shoot out like this. And another thing that it should emit from 0 and it should end in 0. So make this one bounce. Now I need a delete operator, so this is a delete operator, put it here, and this is a by. You can make it 5 and you can make this one 3. So delete this, and we have here this rotation value. I don't need any rotation value. So this is going to be a shock wave. Another thing that is going to be our explosion. So what you can do, you can press shift key and drag and drop in here and OK, and press another shift key, drag and drop it here. Now just drag and drop, and the blast will be there is no collision needed in the blast, and the speed will be up. This divergence should be 45 or something like this. So press F key, press P key, and we have this perspective view, and press Ctrl and C for camera view. FumeFX grid, and this FumeFX grid, we can align this grid with this, and we don't need that z-axis. Apply and make this one 400, 400 and 400 the size, and now we can make 4, and now we have pressed C key. The maximum iteration will be 10. This will be 1. Vorticity should be 1, and we have this turbulence, make it 4, and it should be animated. So how we can do is animation, go to frame number 8 or maybe 5, and now here make it 0. So after 4 there is no turbulence in our simulation, and this one make it 5. We should not have any kind of animation in here, so you can delete the animation. Well, I did that thing accidentally, so delete that. So this is 5 now, and this is detail. We have this, obviously it will be 5, and this frame, it will be in that way, and this will be minus z-axis. It will be like this is z-axis, this is minus z-axis, and this burn rate will be measured by observing the preview of the simulation, and the burn rate variation can be 1, and this heat production can be 15 or something like that, and the expansion maybe 3, and this fire case smoke maybe at 30. All right, then we have a rendering option. In rendering we have this, it'll be speed up our rendering process, make it 30 and even more, and right click on it, and I need it to be black. Double click on it and make it black, and make this one like this, what we have here. Double click and make this one red, but would be a very dark red like this, and make this one a bit like this. What do you have to do in here? Right click and disable this thing. I don't need the opacity thing in here. We have to have the shadow should be on, and it will be like a bit gray color. And one more thing is this, that this illumination we have. Illumination means we should have some light in our scene. So go to top viewport and put some light in here. Press G key for to hiding our uh, the grid, and we have this, and make this one vertex shadow, and we have to have shadow parameters and atmospheric shadow on, shift, drag and drop, and we have two lights in here, and press C key for keyboard for camera, and take these lights in our scene, and make this one also 200, and this will be 330 or something like this, and make this one 8 and 8, and you can make this one 0 and make it 0.5 for a good output, and choose this thing that we have to tailor this the FumeFX that we are using particle system, and generally it should be two particle system. Now we have to have another particle source, and it can be 10, and you can make some variation if you want to make. So enable this one so you can make some variation. Select, and this will be a variation of the particles, so it will be like this. And another thing, press shift and drag. This is going to be our this one, and not shockwave, and then the thing is same. Alright, save this one, and both the thing I should have to be in our FumeFX grid, and select, and we are now going to make our simulation. So we have got something like this, and for that only what we have to do, that we have to make a preview of it so that we can see that real time. To make the preview, and we have to have the, it should be like 50, And because of what we have to do and why we have to do, because of we have to check the speed and all, because of you cannot see that speed in here. Now we have got something like this, that the speed is also nice, and I feel this speed is good. But the thing is that one more thing, if you take a look of it very carefully, that the shock wave, the speed and the blast speed is like is same. So it should not be same. This should be very much slow, right? And this should be like what it is. So what we have to do, so we have a temperature, that this is going to be our shock wave. So the temperature can be taken care of by this. So this is going to be our temperature. This is 300 now, so we can make this one like 50 or something like that, and take a look once again how it looks. So here is another preview that you can understand the variation between the shock wave and your blast. So thus we can adjust the two things is going on in here. One is shock wave and one is blast. So you can rectify, we can adjust the speed of them by adjusting the temperature value. And we don't have the fire even after 20 frames, so it will be a problem. So I have told you earlier also that we have to animate our this burn rate. So 10, so make this one 20. So after it will reach 20, and it will drop off in the frame of the 5 into 2. Save this thing and preview once again. We have done this thing, and we have animated our this burn rate, and you can see it's happening in that way, that the fire is taking longer to disappear. So that is what we want, and save this thing. And now we have to have a final simulation and make this thing to take a look of this size, and I need this will be like 400, 400, 400. So I guess make it 1 will be a 400. So it will be a fantastic resolution. But the thing is that just keep in mind that it will take a huge time to simulate. So let's do that. We have done our final simulation, so how it looks, we should take a look of it, and go to rendering, and we have this RAM uh, preview or player, and in here we have to open, and you have to go to our directory that is in our D drive, and double click on this, and we have an explosion, and we have a sequence on, and choose OK, and choose OK here. And here we have this width and height. If you make this resolution, it will fill up your whole resolution of your desktop. It will be a problematic matter to take a look of your simulation or any kind of preview thing. So what I do is generally I make it very low. Using this log aspect ratio will give you the exact aspect ratio what I want to get in HD or half HD. So choose OK. Now just play button and play this thing, and you can see it is a looping thing, and you'll get a really nice output with this high clarity render. I like this output very much because I am going to do the compositing in After Effects to put some glow in the white spot in here. So just play these things that you can see. This is looking very nice and very cool smoke. So that is what the tutorial was, and I hope that the feature you liked it, and I explained everything in a proper way to get fantastic island kind of output. So hope you have liked it.